Hi, my sweet friends. Are you ready for a little SLP room organization? I have been putting this off for so long, and I finally got some things to help me get my speech room organized. I've also had some requests for an updated room tour, so I thought we could just, multitask a little bit, organize together, and as we organize, I'll kind of show you what I have in my speech room. Right now it's in disarray. We are August, September, October, November, December, January, 6 months into the school year. And, that means that we've had a lot of fun in here and we've had a lot of play. I've also just received a very good materials order, and I have to put away a lot of the toys and materials that I've gotten, but I don't really know what to do with them. So we're going to reorganize a little bit with that. And I think it's going to be a fun video. So thanks for joining me. Okay, I have recently gotten a bunch of these waterproof Ziploc bags from Amazon. I've heard about them for years. You guys, all the SLPs in the world, have told me about them. But I didn't get on the train, not till now. So I have a bunch of them, all different sizes. I've already started putting some of my games. This is Shark Bite, I think it's called, the shark. Getting them all organized in here. So we'll spend time doing that. I'll show you where I keep them all. That's kind of the gist. I'm so excited about these bags though. You have no idea how excited I am to just go crazy and organize. Okay, now we have just the biggest mess on the back counter, but I'm clearing out all of my big brown cabinets and putting anything that will need to be bagged up here. First step. Okay, so a lot of things happen in this cabinet. It looks organized, but it's not as organized as it looks. So I'm gonna kind of pull out some of the tubs and see if I can consolidate and put them in the bags. Part of the reason why I'm really stoked about the bags is because I go between sites, and so having the ability to quickly grab a bag and throw it in my speech bag or a tote bag for my slipper or something is a lot better than those boxes. So that's where my mind is right now. So sorry if I haven't been explaining everything that's going on in my mind. It's coming to me as I wake up. But anyways, let's pull out of this cabinet now. So part of what I'm thinking, my Mr. Potato Heads don't even fit because I have so many, because I got so many donated to me from Mark's mom, which was I'm so grateful for. I could probably put half of my potato head things in a bag and leave it at the other site. What do you think? What do we think of this? But then I gotta make sure I have 2 of everything because I'm gonna bring 2 potatoes. So let's do this quickly, huh? I think what I'm gonna do with toys like this that are already in a labeled box, they have a space, I am going to put them in a bag. That way I can easily transport them between sites, but they'll be in here so we don't have to have them in the bag the whole time. That's a good plan. I have this big tub of cars, and what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I have these little, like, I don't know, plastic drawers near the therapy table, and we have some kids that like every speech session want to play with cars. So I feel like getting this out is overwhelming because then we just spend like 10 minutes looking through cars. So what if I just get like 10 cars, put them in here, like a bunch of different ones, big, small cars, and keep them up by the therapy table? Then they're easy to grab and not dig through. I think that's going to be a good option. I could see it backfiring only because the kids will be able to easily access it. But you know, we'll work on other things then, if they do. Gotta include the Mini Cooper. Okay. All right, done. Okay, let's tackle this. Basically, I think I'm gonna redo a lot of what this has. These will stay, these guys. These are my wind-up toys, and I usually put them in plastic eggs, so we have those. And then big blocks. I could put those in a bag, but I think they're fine there. And then I have like styrofoam blocks. They're not coming out right now. I used to have my square goals, the Magnetile like castle up here. What I'm gonna do is put them here in this guy on the bottom shelf, put all of the little pieces that go with it, like the characters and stuff, in a bag. That's where that'll go. I'm not sure what's happening with my shape sorter. I think in this top drawer I have like more just cause and effect toys, and then highly preferred puzzles and things. So I'm gonna put that there. So this cabinet is where I keep most of like the games. These I'll have like more like toys, like early language plus like core activities. This is games, like Pop the Pig, all that. So what I'm doing, so we have the shark one, and then I have Chump and Charlie, and then this is the monster one. What is he called? Gobble Monster or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out how to organize them all in here. These two boxes, this is a core box for same and different. I actually use this activity a lot when I do circle time, when I'm teaching those words. So I think what I'm gonna do is put the same things and the book that goes with it in a little bag, and then do the same thing for different. But it'll still live in this box, but then again, easy to grab and go, and it's organized. This box, I talk about Matt and Molly stories all the time. I use them a lot with my preschoolers, and I have a lot of the different themed like activities that you pair with them, or the role-playing activities, in this box. So I think I'm gonna put each of them in their own bag for each story. It's quite a task, but I'm up for it. This is the felt like tree and snowman that I use every year, where I'm not going to unpack it now, but basically there's just felt pieces, and we do a push-in center time activity with it. There's a snowman and there's a tree, and they have just been all over the cabinet or the drawer, like just shoved in here. So they now have a space. They'll go in the bin, in the drawer, and I am so satisfied. we did it. We have organized this room. So let's do a little tour before I say goodbye to you for this video. But oh my goodness, this feels so good. It doesn't look much different, but the insides are different. So let's take a look. Actually, I'm gonna do a voiceover for this part, so here we go. Let's start off on the back counter. This is where I keep a lot of my, I might need it in the moment when I need a quick plan for therapy or push-ins. So these are some of my core word books that I'll take to lead circle time with. I also keep my songboards here, which are essentially context-specific language boards or core boards, for all the kids' favorite songs, nursery rhymes, things like that. So those are all ready to grab. I also have a lot of my go-to Artic things. So these are the Speechy Musing Cycles cards that I use a lot. And then I also have my Kaufman cards out and ready to grab. And then this is our little to-do bin for my Slippa and I. So I just threw the extra bags in here because as we kind of are cleaning throughout the week, we'll continue to organize those. Let's get into this cabinet, which, I am just so satisfied. It looks a little chaotic, but everything has a place and is in a place, which means it's gonna stay together. So on the top shelf, I have a lot of my AAC things and cause and effect, switch, plugins, adapters, all that. I also keep random go-to might need in an early language session. These are just some jars, things that I've collected over the last couple years. They're really helpful for putting manipulatives in and stuff for kids to request to open, things like that. Good for sabotaging play sessions, which sounds horrible, but if you know, you know. This is where I keep my Artic cards that I honestly don't use, the super duper ones. I don't use those as much anymore because I don't have a lot of those goals at this moment. I also keep language cards and language activities here. Again, this is a shelf that rarely gets touched these days just based on the needs of my students on my caseload, but I have all those things there if I do need them, which is really nice. But yeah, things for vocabulary goals, action goals, that's all there. And then here's where I have the most use in this cabinet. I have all my puzzles here, a lot of fun games. Actually, some of those games back there I don't use a lot right now, but I have in the past, and I really love them for some of my older students. This game right here is super duper. It is so fun. Also in the back, you'll see some things that I use quite frequently. And then here's all of the reinforcer games like Pop the Pig, Gobble Monster, Shark Bite, Jumpin' Jack. So those are all there. And then again, some big games that I might do with my early language kids or play-based sessions. And the bottom shelf are things that I don't really use, but they're there. And then the bookshelf here that we organized, this top shelf has some of my frequently requested games, some of my cause and effect things that my kids are loving, so that's easy to grab. These are things that I might use for categories. Honestly, I haven't been using those as much, but if I do need to work on any vocabulary goals, I grab some of those items. My Easter eggs are here, and then my wind-up toys. I did talk about these a little bit already for you. My blocks, nothing here changed, but this is where I keep all of those things. So again, things that are easily grabbed, probably need to be grabbed most often. And here are some of my trains, which are really fun, like the stacking trains. One of them actually has little barns on it that you can pull animals out of, which is fun. And this bin's kind of a catch-all. We're actually going to come back to that in a minute, but under here is where I put my square goals and all the little pieces that go with the square goals magnet tiles that I really love using. So I feel better with them in there. They have a good solid space. And then some cause and effect toys are in here, as well as my Strike-a-Ball, which I actually have a bigger and better one that I've been using, which I love. I am keeping my car mat here, which has been really helpful in a lot of my GLP sessions lately, as well as the trains that were so kindly donated to me from Mark's mom. And then in this bin, we came back to, I keep the community helper and cars and things that go with that car mat. Oh, and this puppet got misplaced, but we're gonna put him right here out in the open because I do love my puppets. And look at all those stuffed animals. Lots of donated stuffed animals there that I probably need to purge. Okay, let's move into the language cabinet. Again, very happy with how this turned out. I'm super satisfied with how the bins look, looking inside of them with things that I can easily open, grab, and go to my other site with because they're in the Ziploc bags makes it super, super easy, and I'm excited to be able to do that. And I don't have much to say about this cabinet. You can kind of see you did a lot of it with me, but here is everything that's in there. So very satisfied, very grateful that I had the time to do this wonderful morning. And we're gonna move on over to this is a little table I was talking about that I keep near the therapy table. A lot of it is like for quick drill or tick sessions, which again, I don't do much of. I put the 10 cars that I picked out in here, but yeah, you'll see like the tongue depressors, the quick reinforcing games. And then I do have some sensory things my OTs have let me borrow there. Look at Brick and Stick. Just a quick shout out. I love Brick and Stick on my whiteboard. And then last but not least, the kitchen. And I didn't really do much with the kitchen. It's here. Has I love every toy on it because I love that. And then I did bag up this pizza activity because the kids do like that, but it was never near the kitchen, which didn't make sense. So now it has a place in the kitchen where the pizza belongs. So we can do an activity maybe where we make pizza at some point in the future, which I think would be a lot of fun. Okay, just kidding. This is last but not least. This little bookshelf is right behind my desk, and I really love having it here. It didn't used to be behind my desk, but it's been really nice. Oh, quick scan of the barn. The barn is here, guys. Don't worry, the barn made it into the shot. And that's the room. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of the things I showed you, like how I use them in therapy or whatever, feel free to let me know. Because yeah, I would love to expand more, but I hope that this was a fun little switch up of a video just to show you kind of what it looks like in my speech room. It's a fun place. It's a happy place. I do love it here. So thanks for coming along, and I'm excited to see you in the next video. All right, I'm gonna go eat a snack.